to our iHeartRadio album release party with the Smashing Pumpkins, celebrating the release of their final act of their album Autumn, live from the iHeartRadio Theater in Los Angeles. Here are your hosts, Booker and Stryker.
Well, hello and welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us on iHeartRadio and the iHeartRadio app.
Billy Corgan and the band have completed the massive 33-song album Autumn, a rock opera in 3 acts, which, by the way, is now the 3rd concept album by the band.
Now, this summer, they'll be on the road with the World is a Vampire Festival along with Interpol, STP, and Rival Sons, plus wrestlers from Billy Corgan's National Wrestling Alliance.
We're going to talk about all that and experience some live music right now. Here we go. They're going to play songs from Autumn and, of course, their amazing catalog.
Please welcome to the iHeartRadio Theater,
the Smashing Pumpkins!
Slash world is a vampire set to drain. Secret destroyers hold you up to the flames. And what do I get for my pain? Betray desires and a piece of the game. If I know, I know, I suppose I'll go down my cool and go like no nothing but an animal. But can you fake it for just one more show? And what do you want? I want to change. And what do you got? Well, you feel the same. Just a rat in a cage. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. And someone will say, what is lost can never be said. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Keep it going.
Whoa.
The Smashing Pumpkins on iHeartMedia. Celebrating the release of Autumn Act 3. We are Booker and Stryker. Hashtag iHeartSmashingPumpkins.
All right, we got to keep this thing moving, but quickly. This is a career highlight for Booker and I. Thank you, everyone, to the Pumpkins for doing this. Thank you, Billy. Let's get to the question. Autumn was released in 3 acts, 33 songs as the third part of a trilogy of albums. Started with Melancholy, then Machina 1 and 2. What was the key for you, Billy, to not go off the rails making these 33 songs, and how long did it take?
Well, excuse me. You know, I've always had the great support of the fans. They loved everything we've ever done. As far as doing the record, about 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Did you ever find yourself in the studio trying to complete this and just, I don't know, feeling not the confidence that one would need to get it done?
No, you just get lost in it sometimes, and there's good days and bad days. But yeah, I mean, after 35 years, you just trust the process, whatever that is.
Right.
Like, there's a lot about ourselves that we can't explain, but somehow it's always kind of worked out.
Yeah. You put out this podcast, 33, with William Patrick Corrigan. And it's daunting for someone that's never done a podcast to commit to doing one episode, let alone 33 episodes. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, this concept clearly dates back to Melancholy. How did you decide to put this all together, and why?
Well, I think if you're going to dump 33 songs on everybody, that's a lot to ask in modern life. So I thought it would be cool to let real fans kind of inside the process. So by the time the album was coming out, there'd be at least a group of people who could explain to other people, why does this exist? Because as we know, tomorrow, whenever the whole thing comes out, there's going to be somebody going, I don't get it, I don't understand. It would help that there are fans out there who could say, give it a chance, here's some songs to listen to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
trust the people that have been there for us the whole time to explain things about ourselves that we can't necessarily explain, because our explanation is in the music.
Yeah.
And if you have to explain even more than that. Now, a podcast, as you know, it's a harder gig than you think to talk for an hour.
You did pretty good in it.
Thank
just
you.
So you know.
You did okay, yeah.
It's the gift of Blarney. But yeah, I don't know. Everybody kept telling me the entire time, like, this is a bad idea. Don't do the record. Don't do the podcast.
Wow.
No one will care. And this is the best received music we've done in over 20 years.
Yeah.
So again, trusting ourselves and then trusting people with good hearts and minds to understand that, okay, they're onto something new and there's a whole nother chapter there that's yet to come. Instead of always being about the past, we love to play the old songs, but it can be about the past, present, and future. And I think you're starting to see, particularly from Gen X bands, now is that time where it's not always about the past. There's still a lot of road left. And people want new music.
Yes. Booker, can I throw something at you? We have like 45 seconds before you start again. Have you thought about at some point maybe turning this into a Broadway show, comic book, or movie?
Yes.
Yes.
That was the quick answer.
That's exciting.
Are there a lot of Easter eggs still that the fans don't know about, or did you let us completely behind the curtain with 33?
I'd say there's about 100 Easter eggs in the album, which you have to really go look at. It's like when you go to Disneyland and they go, there's a Mickey, It's a Small World. There's about 100 of those in the record.
All right.
Should we get to more music?
Let's do it.
You ready for music?
We are Booker and Stryker with the Smashing Pumpkins. It's our iHeartRadio album release party celebrating the third act of Autumn. Once again, the Smashing Pumpkins.
Alt Radio.
Thank you. Are they coming back out? No. All right, another song.
All right, there we go. The Smashing Pumpkins on iHeartRadio with Booker and Stryker. We are celebrating their massive project, Autumn. Hashtag iHeart Smashing Pumpkins.
Everybody doing okay out there? You having fun? Good. Billy, I go down a rabbit hole quite often on YouTube. I love reaction videos. People listen to music, songs, and bands that they've never heard of. 1979 has been going crazy on YouTube lately. People watching it for the very first time, like very young people, and they love it. But they always start, oh, this is a song about 1979. But it's not. It's about what year? Can you confirm this for everybody?
1984.
1984. What year did you write the song?
1994.
Why did you... I don't know the answer to this. Why did you choose that particular year?
I'd written a poem, and all the lyrics are actually as I wrote the poem. It's weird. I didn't write the lyrics to the song. So when I wrote the song, I was looking for something, and I stumbled across the poem, and I just sang it, and it just came all out that way. So I never really questioned it. So it was like putting two things together and it just worked. It was weird.
Nice.
I can't say that's ever happened ever again. I wish it did, but it didn't.
Well, it did happen again because you did put two strange things together as a pioneer of alternative rock. Who would have thought all these years ago you had such an interest in wrestling and putting the National Wrestling Alliance together with music? They're part of your tour in North America. What's it been like marrying these two polar opposite things and bringing it to a stage with you?
Well, I think because I work in both music and wrestling, because people through the years have tried to get me to do it, and I was always like, it's not going to work. But once we had this opportunity in Mexico to do the first World is a Vampire Festival, I said, can we put the wrestling in between the bands? So it doesn't take up anybody's time, but it's there, and if they want to watch it, they will. And we faced the great Mexican promotion, AAA. And it's amazing because our product is very much made for people who aren't wrestling fans. And I know that sounds strange, but in the world I grew up in, young kids and grandmas watch wrestling. Now wrestling is very much in a particular niche. So I'm trying to bring back the idea that a 5-year-old boy like I was can sit with his great-grandmother who was 81 and didn't even speak English and enjoy the show, right? So when we play with the World is a Vampire Festival, and you're obviously people out there that are not wrestling fans, they really enjoy it because it's just fun and entertaining, and it's not more complicated than that.
Was it a I told you so moment when you saw it work? Because I'm sure somebody looked at you like, wrestling, huh? All right, and the Pumpkins?
My friend, my whole life is an I told you so moment.
Yes.
Somebody was asking me about Atum, and I said, look, it's a revenge play, okay? It's a revenge play. Just understand the context here.
You have obviously such a huge catalog of music. When you're making a set list for a tour, how much does your head spin, or how does it work to play songs that are new, to play songs that fans and new fans love, and make the band happy? How does that go down?
Well, you certainly start with the songs that fans want to hear. And of course, you can't play all of Siamese Dream, sorry. Although we may do that at some year because it's the 30th anniversary of Siamese, so we may do that. And I know I said I would never do it, but I get sentimental with children now. Thank you. So, but you start with the songs that, the great alternative stations are still playing. You start there, and that's not a bad place to start when you look at that. I mean, we're playing some of those songs now. And if you would have told me, James and Jimmy, that, 30 years ago we'd be playing these songs in front of you, we wouldn't have believed you, you know what I mean? But here we are, and so you start there always.
Thank you to you and your band.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for doing this tonight with us. We are Booker and Stryker. We're going to say goodnight. Taking us home once again, the Smashing Pumpkins.
Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Down 1979. Cool kids never have time. On a live wire right up on the street, you and I should meet. Jukebox kept it like a stone. On it at the dawn. Then show just what we have in store. Morphine, steady slipping due. Don't see that we don't even care. As restless as we are, and still we laugh and dance. It's hard to sunlight, romantic and shout to the lights and house below. Rise to the speed of a sound. Faster than we thought we out. The sound of how Justine never knew the room. Hold down with those freaks and no policies ever remain. 'Cause I knew better than to fake it. Can see that we don't even care. To escape these ever blues, and we out low just wear our bones. This last dark is forgotten and so we are alone. The streets are to stay up there. As things now walk around.
This has been our iHeartRadio album release party with the Smashing Pumpkins. Make sure you get the third act of Autumn, available this Friday. Good night.